First question you have is, you're probably wondering, where did my hair go? And as much as it is an attempt to become more aerodynamic, it's also just when you go to Worlds for the first time for the Canadian team, you get your head shaved. So we had 3 newbies, me, Fafard, and Zhang. Hair gone. First announcement. So I'm starting a Discord channel. Just join it, all you fellow fencing nerds. Just go in there. We can talk about fencing, ask any questions you have, throw it out there, and as the community gets bigger, hopefully become a nice little hub for all of things fencing. On the follow-up to the Discord, on Saturday, the 6th of August, we're going to do a live stream night. It's going to be basically we're just going to look over the bouts from Worlds and hopefully find some interesting stuff, and then we'll go over any questions any of you have. Depending on the size of, I don't know how big the interest is going to be on this, depending on the size, hopefully we're all going to sit in the Discord voice channel. If that gets too hectic, then we'll try something else next time, so let's see what happens. On top of that, I have been getting a few requests for online coaching. If that is something, I've tried it with a few people to good success. If that is something you're looking into, please send me a message and we can work out the details. But just by no means mandatory. If it's something you're looking into, send me an email and we'll go from there. Or even message me on Instagram. The next up is my next video during the month of August. It's summer footwork. Alright, so it's going to be a follow along footwork video. And hopefully, it's going to include a little warm-up. So that way you can use that before you go to the SAL and get your footwork in before you even start fencing. So August, footwork month. That's what's happening. I'm also going to do a little collaboration with the Olympic Foil channel. This is mostly just to show, right, the absolute quality of the casting at Worlds is just not very good. And it would be kind of fun to just look at foil and maybe some newer fencers have any questions about foil because I'm coming in relatively fresh. I watch foil, but it's not my main weapon, so I might have questions that will be answered there. Next up is, we're kind of starting to get big enough to get into equipment stuff. Do you guys have any equipment you'd like to see reviewed? Personally, right now, I've tried the All-Star jacket and pants. I've tried the Leon Paul jacket and pants. I've tried Ullman jacket and pants. Would you guys be interested in that? I can look at gloves, shoes, what have you. Just throw me your ideas down in the comments. Now, as far as competition goes, I actually, here are my raw thoughts right as I lost. So here we go. So I just lost, unfortunately. So we're just gonna talk to my camera real quick. That would look nice. Pretty intense. Just so I can add this to my, obviously, to my lost video. It's a really intense stress. The pool started, and I honestly felt like my stomach was like just sinking to my butt. So it's, I think since this is the most stress I've ever been, I can take this on to next season. It's not the result I did want, but it is what it is. We're going to learn from it. Patrick Jorgensen, I lost to him. I actually warmed up with him and I felt really good against him. But some of the actions, I don't know, I got too close. Footwork, his endurance is top tier. So, yeah, I went in, I wanted him to take my blade, but when he did, I was either a little too slow or he was a little too fast, maybe a bit of both. So I'm going to go, we're going to go do a lot of footwork. And really, if I have any advice to anyone in any fencing competition, it's don't let anything take away the moments, because it's just what we do, right? Most of us don't do this for money, myself included. So just enjoy every moment you can and learn from them, because these memories kind of follow you forever. So I guess just raw thoughts. Bye. And I guess also thank you to everyone who watches me. I hope you guys can learn with me, and we're going to fight a lot harder next season. Thank you. with that, as you see, I was very sad. I was kind of debating not posting it because it's kind of corny. But I think in the essence of this channel where everything is kind of just a little bit raw, right? We just post it as is. I think it's important to kind of normalize that it's okay to be sad after your loss. As you'll see, even watching as I'm reviewing the bout, I'm a little annoyed and sad because honestly, my immediate thought when I lose is I want to try again. Especially this chance where my nerves just completely got the best of me and like I couldn't handle it. And it's unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but at the very least it's experience I can put in my back pocket. And next time I go to Worlds, hopefully I can use this experience and just not fumble. Obviously overall, I know I had a good season, right? Third at Pan Ams, it's no joke. I finished the season 57th in the world, so personal best. I'm very happy with that. So without further ado, let's go have a look at how Mr. Jorgensen just absolutely kicked my butt. Let's go. Right, so let's just look at the competition a little bit. From my point of view, I was gut-wrenchingly nervous. And that's one of my biggest regrets is that I know I didn't give it my all, and it's even looking back on it, I'm still very disappointed in myself. So Bairo, I beat him in Paris. I was up 3-1, and then some reason I froze. I couldn't be proactive. I was just scared. I was fencing to not lose, and as opposed to fencing for the win. Binkman, I got nervous. I went to the back. I was expecting a lot of blade work from a German, and he just went straight a few times, and by then it was too late for me. Eskov, I took him to 2-2. There was about 20 seconds left. I assumed we were going to go to priority. What did I do? I froze up. He hit my foot. I had to rush. I did not land another hit. Markota is a very tall lefty. I took into overtime, but barely got a duck on his attack. But that was the first time where I felt like I was proactive. Shadi is he had a pretty good lunge, but a wide hand. That was a bout that in my mind, I should win almost every time. So overall, right? So what would I change? Honestly, the big thing was my warm up. I did not get a great warm up, and that's because I was stubborn. So I started off, I did all my routine, jumping around, running, stretching. But then when it came to fencing, there were a bunch of gyms and I thought they were far apart. And I was really stuck with sticking near my piece. And I couldn't find anyone to fence, like countries were kind of hogging their piece. And what I eventually did is when there was not that much time left, I went to the other gym, which had way less people. I instantly found a bunch of people to fence with. I wish I'd done that way earlier. And if anything, yeah, I would just be more assertive right away. Like, stick to my warm-up, but like, just don't be stubborn. Go look around. And I thought it would cost me too much time, but instead I wasted 15 minutes just looking for someone to free up a piece. So next time, don't be afraid to find people. Most people are in the same boat as you. And then after that, I got paired up against Jorgensen. I got absolutely smashed, and I felt good because I did warm up with him before pools, and I felt like I was fencing him well. But he had that little umph where he wasn't afraid to do anything, and I was fencing to not lose. I was not fencing to fence myself. So looking back on this, I don't want to feel like that again. I want to go in and give everything I have. What am I going to do? I feel like Worlds, other than Olympics, this is peak stress. So I can really take away from this as how do I manage it? How can I be more ready? And one thing I will do is better warm up before pools. Don't be too stubborn on what I'm doing. And just remember how I felt in Pan Am's, right? This footwork here you're about to see in the bout, nowhere near the same as to what it could have been. So let's have a look at how I got smashed. Okay, so here I am, And let's have a look. So I was about to start the bout. I was a little distracted. I was a little bit distracted. I had to get some tape because it's so bright up there. So already there, I already let myself think something else. So my initial plan is I knew Jorgensen was pretty big on the blade, and I knew he would flesh. So I was trying to draw out the flesh so I can either stop hit, or if he got the blade, I felt like I could really seed the parry. But as you'll see, I really couldn't. He gave that little extra that I had it, I just didn't find it. If I recall, yeah, we go to passivity. It's pretty normal. So basically, a lot of times in these passivity moments, they keep happening. We're basically just seeing if anyone's willing to attack at a distance, and that's kind of normal. And here, so look at this. Actually, a really nice hit, right? So he makes me look at this. He makes me look at 8, 8, 8, and then he goes in with a the 6 engage, ends up going under. But like primarily is I'm getting too close, right? I'm not respecting my own footwork, and he doesn't have to respect my attack. And I'm super flat-footed, right? Look what happens here. Right, it's just really stale. There's, I don't know, to me, like, personally, I just, no intensity. I'm really fencing to not lose, which is not in the mental spot I'd want to be at again. So he launches the flash. My tip is so wide that I can't land it. Even just looking at this, I'm very annoyed at myself. See, here I felt good. See, look, I'm pushing him to the back. I'm getting some control on his reactions, but I'm never popping anything. That was really good. So, right, I was expecting a parry, right? Because I was trying to just proc and prod, get his hand to move, and he just snipes me. Look at that. Boom. Really well done. So here, I'll be honest, I'm panicking. It's 4-0. I can't feel what I'm doing. Not pleased with myself. It's a rough spot to be in. So I tell myself here I need to initiate. So I try to just get a Zen, but it was, like, truth be told, I was freaking out. So here I feel like I'm kind of I felt like I was regaining a bit of control. Right, so I keep doing a lot of preps without a lot of much to it, right? And then I don't go for the hit, I get hit. Right, it's not enough substance to what I'm doing. Right, so that really drew him in. I was, obviously I was kind of happy with this hit, but like it wasn't like that commanding for me. Like it could have been a double. He kind of missed. So here, just try to retie my shoe. Try something. You hear I'm so sloppy. I get in way too close. Super flat-footed, like very good fencing. Honestly, even just looking at this, I can feel myself, like, I don't know, even my own energy just watching this. I'm gonna do my best to never feel like this again. So the one time I kind of dictate something, it lands so cleanly. Right, like a double on an attack, like that's great, right? Imagine if he was afraid of me while I was doing anything, but here, right, double. First time I get a double on his it's just initiated by me starting something. Right, so boom. Relatively textbook. So here, like, I felt like I still have a chance. Or at least, like, I felt kind of back into it, but I get shut down pretty quick. And so unprovoked, right? So I'm not doing something to draw that out. It's just happening. On an attack double, so far on all the attacks I've done, or like the actual deep attacks, it's either a double or mine. Double. And I think now is about the first time I fail an attack. And was not pleased. So he did a very nice guy, like a zero animosity, right? So what would I change here is clearly I had an idea, but it just wasn't me fencing. I had a lot of regrets here. And unfortunately, my immediate thought is I want to try again. And you just don't get that chance, right? I need to wait till next year if I qualify just a big road, and then all of a sudden, just for it to end like that made me very sad. So, that being said, I will try harder. If you're watching, I just don't give up. We have a few months. It's a semi-off season. Fencing is weird with the seasons. We're gonna work very hard. We're gonna use this channel to help each other. Check the Discord in the link, and check out the next video. We're gonna do some footwork together. And again, this was by no means that I have a bad season, right? I think I finished 57th in the world, so that's an amazing milestone to me. So just for all those of you watching, we're gonna keep working really hard, not only to bring content, but just to bring better fencing. And thanks again. See you soon.